Hi, this is Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily NVIDIA report for Tuesday, June 4th, 2024. Let's take a look at the charts. I'm going to start with the daily chart. It really does show the big picture pretty well. It shows, of course, about a month ago, early May, we had a buy signal above a 2-month descending channel top off that all-time high. Having closed above it, did signal a 2 to 3 month target at 1204.94. We're a little over a month into that and just about reaching it. So this was quicker than anticipated, but I'd mentioned how we could get price acceleration, especially following the settlement a couple of weeks ago above 974. And we also then had a settlement not long after that above 1080.32. That actually occurred right around the same time. Actually, now that I look at this chart, the very same day. So we had, that's right, I kind of going back in time, I can remember kind of a double show of strength that day that we closed above not only 974, the previous March of this year all-time high, but also above this simple rising channel top that is today at 1080.32 that we nearly tested once again last Friday and have come off of nicely. 1080.32 though is just an intraday point. I don't expect to see it today because the way I see this is if we close below 1098.83, that is that gap low that while we actually closed below it by a hair last Friday. But I'd mentioned it was so close, really difficult to ascertain what the directional dynamic might be coming into Monday. Obviously, as it turned out, we gapped higher on the open. We closed that gap as the day wore on. But we're very close to 1048.25 today. 1048.25 is the high settlement price from last week. 1098.83 is the level that can contain session weakness if tested. If we break 1098.83, 1080.32 is likely today. And if we close below 1098.83, we should, within a matter of 1 to 3 days, test this more meaningful trend support that is at 1033.86 to 1053.02. Combination rising 1/3 speed line and channel bottom off that April low, able to contain selling not only for the week, but quite possibly through June. And from here, we can round back up into the low 1200 area within 2 to 3 weeks of testing the 1033.86 to 1053.02 area. The low 1200 area is once again this longer term objective at 1204.94. And talking upside today, so let me just re-clarify everything I kind of just said. Holding above 1098.83 does maintain really a 3 to 5 day target at 1204.94. And if we push above the high settlement price that was put out last week ago at 1148 and a quarter, we could actually see 1204.94 today. 1204.94 is preceded by 1191.94. And that is an A-B full swing. In other words, A minus B plus A gives you AB, the 2.0, 1191.94. In other words, 974 even minus 756.06 plus 974 even gives you 1194.94. This is really a range of meaningful resistance up to 1204.94 that is given the potential for this stock to move with volatility and significant range and direction in a given day. Pushing or opening above 1148 and a quarter, you should allow 1204.94 by the closing bell. And so, is 1148 and a quarter sellable? It depends on your trading style, but if you're an aggressive day trader, in other words, not a day trader who's looking for the trade of the day, but you trade throughout the day, sure, have at it. But if you're looking for the trade of the day, that was, sort of presented, well, it was a tough call on Monday. We gapped higher. But this is your support at 1098.83. If tested, able to contain session weakness. Really what I'm trying to say here is I'm not crazy about shorting 1148 and a quarter. If you're looking for the trade of the day, although that certainly pan out that way, just know that pushing or opening, especially opening today above 1148 and a quarter, will place 1191.94 to 1204.94 in reach, where we could top out through June, even into the third quarter, and fall away from here to channel support that is presently in the 870s and climbing. Now, if over the next few days or the next few weeks we happen to settle above 1204.94, that should be by a 1% margin for technical reliability, if you will, and that 1% mark today is 1216.98. So if we close today, and I doubt it, but if we do close today 1216.98, we have an increasingly vertical market, an accelerated move to 1534.50. This one occurred from the middle of April to the beginning of June. Let's just call that 6 weeks. This one could be within 3 or 4 weeks of closing above 1204.94 by a full 1% margin. But until then, if you've been long, and you may be long still following this clearly defined buy signal a little over a month ago above this formation that is presently at 817.85. If you're still long the market, bravo, first of all. And secondly, this is the area, 1204.94, to take profits and consider going short. Going short, if you're familiar and adept at trading both sides of the market, particularly with options, you may then consider, as we're testing 1204.94, reaching for, say, 900 strike out of the money puts that don't expire. This could be a 2 to 3 month sell-off, could be quicker, but I would probably go 6 months out on that expiration. In terms of when does this thing show a good high for the month of June, I think that comes into play with a settlement below this area here, 1033.86 to 1053.02. And then I see this thing unwinding back into, the 850s, 870s within 2 to 3 weeks. But not until then. This is our zone to buy if given the opportunity. The question is, are we going to be given the opportunity in the midst of what remains a meaningful buy signal put out a month ago above 817.85? We are probably going to see 1204.94 before we see this 1033.86 to 53.02 area. But I'll take that back if we close today below 1098.83. And then I think we'll see this area within a day or two where we could bottom out for the week and even through June, and from here round back up to 1204.94 within 2 to 3 weeks of doing so. I think I've said it all. I think I'm going to leave it at that. That is really all that needs to be said for Tuesday's NVIDIA report. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. We offer a 5-day free trial on everything we do. 2 stock picks a week, the daily triple Q, daily spy, etc., etc., etc. Check us out. I'll be back tomorrow, of course, with Wednesday's NVIDIA report, and you have a great day.